My name is Anje Dodson. I'm Senior Vice President of Human Resources at Oracle. Today, I'm going to share with you how we're experiencing our own HR transformation to the cloud. Like a lot of our customers, we had many complex internal systems and processes. And to be able to innovate instead of just maintain, our HR team had to rethink how we were doing things. We also needed a technology foundation that let us focus on our strategy rather than just keeping things patched together. We needed systems that could give us better visibility into our people and help managers develop their employees and recruit talent. Let me walk you through our journey to the cloud, starting with some background on our business landscape and the HR imperatives that we were solving for at the time. In 2013, we had new executive leadership. We were hiring and onboarding thousands of people. 18,000 people a year to be exact, and of course integrating thousands more from acquisitions. In parallel, we were evaluating how HCM Cloud could help us be more effective at attracting, retaining, and developing all that great talent, enabling and engaging our employees to be more productive and really perform at their best, all while adding more value in the partnership between HR and the business. And to do that, we needed access to richer, more insightful data and the latest and greatest technology. And we needed to be able to deliver better employee experiences. In our cloud journey, we took a talent-first approach based on our business needs at the time. We had a new executive, and he needed to understand his workforce. He needed to know about our employees, their skills, their capabilities, and experience to really drive a successful people strategy. Initially, we were looking for insights from our top 1,300 leaders. At that time, we had a pretty manual talent review process. It was time-intensive and cumbersome, not only for the HR team, but also for our managers, and it took about 8 weeks to complete. While our executive loved the insights, he still had a limited view into the rest of his workforce. And when he wanted to review another 5,000 leaders, we knew the manual process just wouldn't scale. It was a clear opportunity to take our first step into HCM Cloud. So we started with talent review based on this business driver. And implementing talent review, we knew would give us the capability to give our executive the insights he needed, but also to easily collect and share talent information across the company. Our cloud transformation is oriented around 3 strategic pillars that we call our 3 big bets. Insights that matter. This is really about getting better data and analytics and insight to drive innovation and decisions that really make a difference. Employee experience, which is innovating around how we attract, retain, and develop our people to support both employee and customer success. Integrated technology is really bringing people, information, and experience together to deliver on our strategy. Insights that matter is really central to our value as strategic partners with the business. While we're the experts in HR and we understand our world of HR data, that doesn't get us too far unless we can put it in context for what the business needs to achieve and then use it to make things better, faster, cheaper, or more innovative. And really to this end, we've been investing in the technology solutions that of course can capture more meaningful data and bring it together to answer the most important questions, and the skills capability to make the data actionable. We have data scientists working together with our business intelligence technology experts and our HR community on a global reporting and analytics strategy. We're making sure that we have the right processes, common metrics, and technology in place to support our business consistently in all regions and in all lines of businesses. And because there's no shortage of things to measure, we're making sure that we're focusing on measuring the things that will drive impact. As I mentioned, a few years ago, we completed an assessment of 1,300 leaders across Oracle to really provide insights to leadership. As I said, this was a manual process using spreadsheets and slide decks, and pretty much put a heavy burden on HR and our managers. Implementing talent review in 2013 has transformed this process and really the outcome for us. The talent review process is still facilitated by HR, but now HR can focus their time on having strategic conversations with leaders about how and where to develop their talent. In addition, to be able to give HR and business leaders better visibility into their people, talent review enables managers and employees to have meaningful conversations based on skills and aspirations, all things that are documented in their talent profiles. This new level of insight into our people helped us identify 4 areas where we are refining and will continue to refine the employee experience: onboarding, career development, performance management, and manager development. Let me dive a little deeper into these 4 areas. We have more than 170,000 employees in 90 countries. We onboard a lot of new and acquired employees every year, thousands. And so we have to get this right. Decreasing the time it takes to get a new hire productive delivers important benefits to the business. And it's good for employees too. They want to start contributing and they're excited about their new job. Their onboarding experience forms their early perceptions of us and really can determine our ability to engage and retain them. Our talent, data, and insights from our managers and new hires showed us that we had room for improvement in the onboarding process and experience. At the time, we had a 35% favorability rating on the experience. That's not good. The process wasn't intuitive. Some of our policies and processes were out of date. It took too long to create a requisition, create an offer, and then go through the approval process. Today, with Oracle Recruiting in place, our managers can create a rec in 4 steps. They can create an offer and submit for approval in just minutes. And of course, I have to share that our favorability scores are at an all-time high. So making this a better experience positively impacts the hiring manager, the candidate, our future employee, of course, and Oracle. Another experience focus area is career development. We've gained a lot of insight from talent review that really led us to dig deeper. And we found that despite having a ton of resources and opportunities to move internally, employees were feeling a little confused and unsure about how to develop their careers. So now we're working on several initiatives to help employees' career development experience. Everything from reviewing internal transfer policies, to refreshing the web experience, to providing better visibility to resources and opportunities that are available. And of course, encouraging this dialogue between managers and employees on a regular basis. We've completed research around intent to stay, and find that when employees believe their career goals can be met, they are 70% less likely to voluntarily leave. This is great insight for us. We're also looking at performance management. Goal setting at the start of a fiscal year or calendar year really aligns employees' goals with organizational objectives. We want to help employees see how their work contributes to the business, creating a stronger sense of purpose. Coaching employees for success with regular performance check-ins and capturing feedback from multiple sources really creates well-rounded portraits of our employees. Feedback and evaluations nurture growth, and enabling these ongoing conversations between employees, managers, and coworkers to drive performance and talent development is important. Our research also shows us that there are remarkable results when managers use HCM for performance, or use HCM performance for annual reviews. What are we seeing? Well, we're seeing a 10% higher satisfaction with career discussions, and employees are more than 2 times as likely to believe their career goals can be met at Oracle. And when that happens, we know they're more likely to stay. We're also focused on manager experience to make sure our managers know what we expect of them as managers and talent developers, and to make sure that they have the information and resources they need to be great leaders. Better integrated data ensures managers get a complete view of talent across their teams to enable optimal planning. With these better insights, we've seen a 39% year-over-year increase in talent ratings, so they're seeing the results. By focusing on these 4 areas, we're considering every angle of the employee experience here at Oracle, and we're really using our data to help us design and build those experiences. We strive to place employees in the best position possible to succeed and therefore help our customers succeed. The move to HCM Cloud really helps us deliver on our big bets. The technology brings people, information, and experience together. And the real power of HCM comes as you add applications. As I mentioned, our journey started with talent review. Now we've implemented Oracle Recruiting to deliver those streamlined features that make hiring and onboarding a much easier experience for both candidates and managers. And we just released Oracle Learning, a central learning platform to help create a unified experience for learners, managers, and the business. We're bringing together disparate content and we're able to deliver more seamlessly targeted and relevant learning to our employees. And it'll be easier to get a more holistic view of the learning, to get new insights and help us invest in the right programs and content for our employees. Now that we have our systems running in the cloud, what we continue to do is focus on continuously improving the employee experience. For us at Oracle, it's all about streamlining, automating, simplifying, and ensuring that our employees have a very compelling employee experience. So in terms of next steps, we will continue to build on the strong foundation that we've established. This involves continuing to automate anything manual, leveraging new technologies such as AI and ML and guided learning, leveraging HR chatbots, and of course, taking advantage of new features and functionality through our quarterly cloud updates. As a unifying theme, our efforts will be deeply focused on initiatives that help improve the experience of our users and you, our customers. We also wanted to share a few lessons learned from a process, technology, and change management perspective. We encouraged our HR teams to relentlessly question assumptions to simplify and improve the experience. We looked at every step of the process and cut out time-consuming and unnecessary tasks. The second thing is really to embrace the cloud mentality. No rollout is one and done anymore. It really requires a sustained campaign of telling, showing, doing, and improving, continuous improvement. But this is good for everyone. We also hosted watch parties, so users could go through our workflow and provide feedback on the process and the user interface. This helps us with configuration decisions, like setting default values and things like that. It's also really important to identify global process owners who are accountable for the processes and ensure that consistency and continuity. These are leaders who are able to drive and influence, and when needed, mandate change. And overall, involve more people than the usual suspects. That's what we did. So we had people who maybe wasn't in their day job, so that they could provide a view to help us really improve the process. And finally, communicate early and often and proactively. There's never too much communication. We did several splashes, we call them, within the HR organization to improve readiness and to make sure that we were ready to adopt the new processes and technology. Thank you for listening and joining in today to hear our own HR transformation story at Oracle. Make sure to check out our other sessions on our HCM journey.